So in my last video, I talked about how to set AdvantageScope on your laptop and what purposes AdvantageScope can serve to your team. But the real question still remains is how can we set up AdvantageScope into the robot code base such that we can actually use these features? So the main features of setting up AdvantageScope in the code base is that first we have to declare the logging manager, then we have to declare the logging entry objects, and then we have to constantly update this log entry, which would then be saved into these log files over here. So the first step is to declare the logging manager. And that is seen through this code segment over here, which is data log manager.start. And essentially what this does is that it starts the publishing to store the logs as well. And note that this should only be done once and once only, because declaring and calling start multiple times can just restart the log manager, which can basically make your logs entry and incorrect, which is quite dangerous. And once this is set up, we then move on to updating it in each swerve module or joystick. But in this video, I'll just show about setting up to analyze swerve angle and velocity. So once we've set up and started a log publisher, we want to now declare the log entries for each type of data entries we want to store. So in this case, I've created 4 data entries: actual angle, actual speed, desired angle, desired speed. So basically each log entry can have multiple purposes. Sorry, each log can have a purpose, and we can have multiple log entries, which can be updated over time. Essentially, what this does is we can actually update this using with the swerve angle and velocity, but this doesn't always have to be like a double log entry. This could be a Boolean log entry. It can be a string log entry. I can also declare a string log entry such as maybe a state log is new string log entry, and then again give the log name. I can just again give the name over here, and then that's it. However, I'll just look at the double log entry for now, and basically we have to update this log entry. So in this method, which I will call continuously in the swerve drive, I've said desired angle log dot append and desired speed log dot append, which basically appends the current desired degree and speed of the robot of each module into the log, and then it stores it in this log files once it's done. And then this update network tables is then called continuously in the swerve drive in the periodic function. So I know this is quite confusing, which is really indifferent to our actual code base. However, the code base I'm showing, I have individually created to just show simulation and the actual creation of AdvantageScope. So in a regular robot code base, we do not want to update network table. You can easily do this in the swerve module periodic on this segment in the swerve module periodic function for whichever log entry we need. So once this is set up, we can run it. In this case, I'm going to simulate it. So as shown here, once we simulate it, we run the robot in simulation, turn it off, and then this will basically create a log file over here, which AdvantageScope decodes and unpacks, which we can use it for graphs and tables and joysticks, whichever you need for your team. So we want to now load this log entry into the AdvantageScope. So I've already loaded, so I'll load it again. So I'll open logs, and here. So basically it's not set up. I haven't I haven't appended actual angle and actual speed because I don't have an actual robot, but I have a desired angle and desired speed which I'll use. So I set the desired, so I put the desired speed on the left axis, and as you can see, it is showing the it is showing a normal range, and you can see that that is constantly updating over time, and this is where it stops. So one way that the line graph can be helpful is if you're trying to spot any failures in the any system. So say if there's an immediately zero over here, that can indicate that something has went wrong or something may have malfunctioned in the module. So you can do this for like multiple. You can set up multiple line graphs on the same plot. You can say for left back, left front, say I want to compare, and you can and this is pretty helpful. So that's it. Thank you.